starting lineup for Utah. At the small forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 22, Cody Williams. Starting at point, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 2, Colin Sexton. The other forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 25, Trey Murphy. Starting at the other guard, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 8, Igor, number 8. The man in the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 33, number 33.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Trailblazers, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And of course, there's Utah, far behind in the standings.
Checking out the Trailblazers, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Here's the starting group for Portland. And for the Jazz. And the tip belongs to the Jazz. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup. But anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Williams' shot is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Shakur. Four on the clock. Tries again. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Bledsoe with it. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And he makes it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Sexton, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. He buries it from 3.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
Shakur gets some space and buries the jumper. He has 6. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. There's a screen. 3-pointer. Portland with a rebound. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
And so he hits both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
missed layup.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Out left to the wing. From 18 feet away, 2 points. That one goes.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And a look at the stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Sexton. Off target at the rim. Portland leading by 4. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look, just couldn't find the mark.
Here's the hook, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Hey, nice hook shot. That's a go-to move for him.
Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Inside. Shakur. Off target from 3-point range.
And lockdown defense against one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
Throw it down on the lob.
Go up and get it, Trey Murphy.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Shakur releases from the wing and drills it. 12 points for him.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
And there's the screen. There's the triple. Portland with a rebound. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And that game, I love their mentality. They were focused on getting to the free throw line a lot and shooting a great percentage from there.
And converting free throws at a high rate, that's what you want to see as a coach.
For Utah, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pass to Bledsoe. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Timeout.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. George, he's checked in for Williams. Bobby Portis has checked in for Portland.
Substitution.
All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. In third, the Trailblazers.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Here we are, Stan, at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
The Trailblazers have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Bledsoe, right side. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Timeout called, Portland. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Portis with a screen on Sexton. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And is blocked. Here's Portis. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Portis. The Jazz have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Pass to Sexton. Gets the 3 to fall.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taken.
Takes a 3, sinks it from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that one drops for him.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Bledsoe outside. That 3's off the mark.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Williams is checked in for Utah. Washington comes in for Sexton. Shakur. And the 3 off target.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Utah.
Substitution for your Jazz. Number 19, Porter.
And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Portis. Sinks the tray. Portis has got 6.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's George. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Portland trails by 5. Portis outside. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here they come. Finished off the break. George has got his second basket of the night.
What a finish inside from George, showing he can handle physical defense.
And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Utah making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
McCollum outside. 6 on the shot clock. Bledsoe with a screen on Williams. Williams grabs the board. Utah leading by 7. Fast break, here we go. And it's Washington missing. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter here. Bledsoe with a screen on Williams. Misses the wing three.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Washington, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
No good on the second free throw. And on his third shot, he finally gets it to fall.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. George passes to Williams. They swipe it. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Shot clock at 5. Porter from outside. Utah with another miss. For Portland, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. In transition. Here's Williams. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Williams has got 8. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And there's a pick. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. George finds Williams. Portland with a rebound.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop them? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
Now here's Bledsoe. His last outing, we saw him score 22. To the wing on the left. Shakur. Got it. Good job in the low post. Give him 20.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Outside Porter. Outside Williams. Williams with the screen. Porter the pass to Washington. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Williams. From the arc. And Bledsoe pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Shakur. He's guarded by Porter. Williams grabs the board. The Jazz shooting a solid 47%. Kicks it to George. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. 9 points in the game.
A jumper with a nice high release. George was ready to attack the second he got the ball.
Timeout called. Portland. Portland making a switch here. Portis has checked in. A look at how All-Star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
He's 4th in the West in terms of All-Star voting. If the game was today, he'd be starting.
And that's how it should be. His play has been All-Star starter caliber.
We'll be sure to update you as we continue to get results. Great look, but off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
For 3, another 3 for Utah.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Portland trails by 4. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
The home team on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lets a 3 fly, gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Now here's Washington. He picked up 10 in his last game.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
5 on the clock. To the wing, right side. Shakur. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Utah has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Give him 8.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Portis with a screen on Sexton. On the wing, Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. Utah grabs the miss.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
Shakur. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Jazz, third.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
He's had it going off. Offensively, helping them build this lead.
Timeout called, Portland. Portland trails by 3.
Grayson Allen.
Oh, Williams with the block. Sexton against Allen. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got 5.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Allen outside. They set the pick. Knocks it down from distance.
3.
He's got 9.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, third of the game so far.
Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Colin Sexton. Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Number 9. 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule.
Personal foul.
On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Indiana Pacers.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Portland trails by 4. Pass to Bledsoe. Out to the right wing. Here we go, one-on-one. That one goes. Count it. 13 points in the game.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Shakur. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
They set a pick. And the layup is good. He's got 26.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
It's good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Portland trails by 6. "50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
From deep, sends it home from three-point land. And now a 9-point Utah lead.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clock at 6. Pass to Bledsoe. Beyond the arc. Unable to get that one. But if it goes, he's off on that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Utah ahead, up 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
Can't tell too much from early numbers, but the All-Star picture may be coming into focus a little. I'm definitely not surprised by these names.
Yeah, because it's just a popularity contest right now, and they haven't been playing for long.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for Utah.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Portland trails by 9. Over to the wing.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
First team foul.
Utah leading by 9. And for Portland, poke loose. Here we go, all alone.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. From deep, Portland with a rebound.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Portland trails by 5. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Colin Sexton.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure. They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Down low. Picked it out of midair. And here's the fast break. Misses the follow-up.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Bledsoe outside.
Jazz foul. Number 8. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock for the lead. Another 3 for Portland.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. To the left side wing. To the inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 12.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Shakur. No good from the wing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Ooh, drains the 19-footer. 33 points for him.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And there's the lob. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Shakur. Utah grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Timeout called. Portland.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. Second, the Trailblazers.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
The home team on D. They lead by 4. Six to shoot. To the middle. An easy 2 on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Utah has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Third team foul.
Shakur. Offensive rebound. Williams against Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. Over Williams. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Sexton. 5 points in the game. Hey, expanding his range. It's not going to go for him.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Bledsoe for 3. On target from range. Bledsoe's got 11 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Portland with a rebound. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Fades. That one drops for him. He's got 13. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Sexton looking around. They set the screen to the paint. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, Sexton can be just so clever with the ball, disrupting the defense to create for his team.
Portland has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Pass to Bledsoe. Oh, swiped away. Here's the break. And he lays it in on the break. And now a 3-point Utah lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Five to shoot. The hook shot. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Portland trails by 3. And stolen by Williams. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break.
Man, good whistle there.
Shakur. 4th personal foul, 1st team foul. At the line for 2, number 8.
First free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Good on both. Portland trails by 5. Pass to Allen. Portis with it. He's guarded by Washington. Williams with it. And he got... Porter against McCollum. Williams with the screen. Back to Porter. 4 on the clock. Up and over McCollum. Porter's shot is off. Portland trails by 9. Portis the screen.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Williams. First personal foul, second team foul. Utah foul.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
Personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Portland. Bledsoe at the line for 2.
And Bledsoe drops them both. Utah leading by 7. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Porter. Now here's Washington. Utah with another miss.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Now Bledsoe launches it. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Offensive board with the clock winding down. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
That one falls. He's got 26.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Second chance shot. Not on target. 4 for 9 in this one. Utah leading by 7. Here's Porter. Off with the layup. And stolen by Williams. And here's the fast break. And then Porter with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce. She's got an update on Keontae George. Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with Utah's head athletic trainer about his status. Already, the back is suffering from loss of function and restricted movement. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
At the line for Utah, Porter. Shooting 1.
The free throw is off from Porter. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
On the wing, Bledsoe. Five on the clock. From behind the arc, Utah grabs the miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Third team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, number 9, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Sexton's checked in for Porter Jr. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Utah leading by 12. Shoots inside, and the shot goes in. Give him 20.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Bledsoe. Shakur, shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Portland. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 15-6 run.
Second personal foul. 15
That free throw, no good.
Well, in terms of bucket getters, guys who just fill it up, Colin Sexton is up there. He's just excellent scoring the ball.
Shakur played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
And it's Utah with the ball. Here's Sexton. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. He puts up a 3. Portland with a rebound.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Kicks it out to Bledsoe. Connects from downtown. Bledsoe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The floater, and it's good on the layup.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Driving to the basket. From outside the arc. That shot, no good. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
The first one falls. It's both from the stripe. Portland trails by 14. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you, not to take a chance. But he sinks the second. The Trailblazers shooting 41% here in the fourth.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Jazz.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And this is how they wanted to finish off this season series, with a win and evening it up at 2 games apiece.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line.